Good morning, stamping friends. This is Sarah with StinkingCuteCards.com, and I am here. We're going to try out YouTube Live this morning. So thanks for joining me. It has been a crazy morning already this morning. We've had 2 rounds of storms move in, so we got 2.5 inches of rain this morning, and it has been crazy. So I'm going to do a real quick little card for you. I'm going to flip this around. This is the first time that I have ever done YouTube Live. So, yeah, bear with me. This will be fun. So coffee Klatsch this morning. Grab your coffee and join along, and we're gonna flip you around. All right, here we go. Close your eyes. All right, and we're gonna pull this in a little bit. My desk has gotten a little out of control this morning already, but we'll make it. All right. So this morning I am going to use the Beyond the a weekly sketch challenge. This is the sketch, and what I thought I would do is choose the Thankful Garden stamp set, partly because on the 20th is the last day to register for the Card Stash DoorDash. So that is my kit to go, and if you want to get that kit in the mail, make sure that you register on my stinkingcutecards.com on the calendar. There's a little registration button. Here are 3 of the cards that will be included in the directions. Aren't those fun? This is a little fun fold. They're absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love them. So here's another card that we did for Coffee Klatsch, I think, last week. And so today I'm going to pull this Thankful Garden out again and work with it. So one of the things I need to do this week before we leave on vacation is I need to prune my roses. Apparently, folklore says that if the forsythia are blooming, you can prune your roses. So that's one of the things that I need to do this week. I grabbed the Lovely Garden designer paper. I wasn't sure if I wanted, so again, I'm going to put the sketch here because this is where we're going. I wasn't sure if I wanted to border it with white, but I think I'm just going to leave it. I don't want the paper to be, for me, if I border it with white, it really pops the paper more. I want the paper to be more of a background and then the image be what we're popping. All right. So, all right, here is the first one. That's our layer. And I went ahead and cut some strips of the Fresh Freesia, which is a lovely color. I love this color. And it goes so well with this paper. So we got 3 little strips here. Go. This would make a lovely Easter card if you didn't have your Easter card done. All right, here we go. So 3 strips. And then I went ahead and die cut this because I thought, I mean, either way, that would be pretty. I think I might go with this one as the focal point, and we're going to add that here. I'm going to add that with dimensionals. All right. Then let's go ahead and stamp our little Thankful Garden image. I could just leave it. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. Like I said, I didn't have a whole lot of time to prep this morning. It just seems like it's been crazy. Crazier than usual. All right. All right. Let's add our stamp our image. And let's grab the masks. Love these masks. They're so pretty. And you can use your blending brush. I'm going to go ahead and let's use Fresh Freesia. Oh, of course, it's not here in my stash. Of course, classic. Well, let's see. What other color should we do? Let's do Pretty in Pink, maybe. I don't see Fresh Freesia. Why is it gone? I will do Highland Heather. That's, oh, here it is. It was misfiled. Weird. Okay. I'm just going to do it really light here. That's number 1. Adding number 2. You can see they have the little numbers up here. That's 3. Let's add number 2. Now do be careful when you're using these masks because some of these little plastic pieces are rather delicately positioned, like this one right here. So if you scrub on it, you might bend it. So just gently color. You don't have to go nuts and scrub the kitchen floor with it. These brushes. All right, isn't that pretty? And then adding the third one. Okay. This is the hardest one to line up. But again, if you've marked where it is on your paper or whatever, it does make it a little easier. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Love it. All right, let's grab Garden Green. And we're just gonna do these. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use that whole thing or not, but let's have it colored just in case. So here's the first one. And lining that up. I'm gonna go really light. I don't want it really dark. And the next one. Add some veining. Oop, there we go. Isn't that cool? I love it. All right. So then we can, let's see here. We could die cut that whole image. I do think this one will die cut just one of these. If you want just one of the images, you can do that. But I think I will go ahead and try die cutting the whole one. We'll see. So let's give that a little die cut here. It jumped a little bit. I didn't take the time to tape it down, but that's okay. I'll make it work. So again, this is where we're going, right? We could do it here or here. I could even cut off with a scissors some of this. Maybe we'll do that, just so that our image isn't quite as big. Let's just trim that up, right? So then, just because of die cut, it didn't mean it. Okay, right? So that makes our little flower a little bit smaller, which is nice. I want it, this on here. And then I think for the floral image, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm not sure yet. I think I wanna just do a quick another little green one here. So let's go ahead and die cut that as well. I'm so glad you're along to create with me this morning. All right, let's poke that one out. Oh. Nice part about these dies is that they have holes for you to poke through so that you can get your images out. go. So I think if I put that there, it's coming along nicely. I like that. All right, and then let's go ahead and use just the real skinny You Make a Difference, because that's pretty, right? And I could just make that straight across on a little piece of white banner. I'm gonna close these up so I don't put my card right in it. Classic. I just so happen to have a scrap right here. All right. And we're just gonna ink that right there. Ooh, a little crooked. Let's try that again. Issues this morning. All morning long. You Make a Difference. Isn't that pretty? All right. And then let's grab, you know what? I have a bunch of these celebration sequins, but I think they would be lovely on here. Let's add a few of those. And again, this would be really pretty. It would even be really nice as a sympathy card. I know it's a little bright and cheery, but, you know, or just even a thinking of you type thing too. So I'm going to add a couple of these to my card buffet for Monday because they are just so pretty. I love this Thankful Garden set. Ugh, love it. So there you have it. There is our sketch for today using the weekly sketch. And again, if you didn't get your sketch ahead of time, I do have those in our newsletter that goes out once a week. And so I think I sent it out yesterday. So go back and check and see if you can find that and you can stamp along. So that's my card. I know it's a little more colorful than usual, but I love it. So thanks again, friends. You have a great day. Enjoy the holiday weekend, and we will chat again on Tuesday, fingers crossed. I have to bring the kids to the airport. So thanks again, friends. We'll chat soon. Toodles.